fancy new shoes count? It looks like there have been rebalances to a bunch of spells, but as far as like brand new stuff goes, let me just bring up the... Why don't we just look at the patch notes? We have the power. All right. So content-wise, like brand new stuff, there are 5 new outfits. It looks like we were just talking about the fact that like the Goblin Vault doesn't have an outfit. Goblin outfit. Flaming outfit. Hierophant. Prism. Spike Ball. I swear to God. Did I have a fully upgraded Prism when I finished that other run? No, I was missing one. Ah, damn it. But as far as like things in the game goes, there are 6 new pieces of equipment. Artificer's Abacus, Artificer's Hammer, Artificer's Mirror, the Backtrackers, Bishop Boots, Castellan Clogs, and then Bone Spear got updated with a new update. Sorry, upgrade. Dream of the Star Whale, Word of Beauty. And then there are 4 new enemies we could run into, and the weekly got 4 new mutators. So we haven't seen, like, I feel like Artificer, I have the best chance of finding stuff, right? Choir of Angels was fixed. Wait, Choir of Angels. Spells, buff Silver Spear, call Seraph Chillwind, Lightning Spear, Shrapnel Blast, rebalance Watcher Form, Ice Phoenix, Demonic Ritual. Burning out Choir of Angels. Oh my god, yes, you're right! Well, now at some point I have to do a Choir of Angels run. Expected a Word of Death nerf and got it. Yeah, I understand. Like, I get it. Thought those heals were on purpose. In Rift Wizard 2, if you did Dual Angels, it made it so it didn't heal the enemies anymore. So, like, you could turn them into... Like, you're essentially make them aggressive angels as opposed to, like, healing angels for you. So I do like this change. Especially, like, at the price for Dual Angels. It's, what, 6 cost? It didn't feel any good, because I was, like, ratcheting up their attack value, but they heal based on their attack value. So it's just like, oh, come on! They just hurt and then immediately heal people. Yeah, now the not healing is also on purpose. Because granted, they could use your Death Bolt, but that means if you do Dual Angels, the only way to play with them is with Death Bolt. Yeah, I like this better because now it doesn't have to revolve around Death Bolt. Because sometimes I want to just have, like, I want to focus on the angels as angels. Like, I like their little AoE singing effect. I don't want to have to use Death Bolt for them. Granted, Death Bolt is the stronger way to go, but sometimes I like a slightly inefficient build. I like my nonsense. I'm excited to see what a buffed Kipu Saga looks like. We already know what the new Primordial Ooze does, and I'm very excited for that. I don't think it'll do much in Artificer, but that's okay. I really just want to, like, do an Artificer run so we can experience the new equipment. Like, all of this, I think we'll have a better chance of finding it if we do Artificer. Buffed Conciliator's Claw, Crown of Ragnarok. Ooh, Crown of Ragnarok got buffed. Sandals of Virtuous Sin, Chaos Robes. Really? Chaos Robes I thought were good. I'm excited to see what they look like buffed. Yeah. Kipu's one of those, like, you find it on the, like, first 5 floors, automatic grab. You find it on floor 15, you're like, I don't want that. Like, what am I gonna do with this? Late game realms should now have fewer enemies on average, changed how the damage instance turn cap works to be more permissive. I beat Artificer trial with your build. Hey, well done, Muzzle. Lexicon. Did you do it? Did you 100% it? Did you do it? I want to do that too. I think at some point, doing a stream to 100% Caves of Cud. I mean, it'll be a lot of streams. Will be a lot of fun. I also have to do that for... There are a couple of games I would like to just work on 100%ing. Doing a melee horn build. Ooh, nice. A relatively beefy update, I would say. Hey, I remember when I found this bug. Missing sculptor entry to the bestiary. Not working for damage types that woke the sleeper. Didn't receive all the bonuses from spell. Alright, a fairly robust patch today. Please do more than one run. I mean, you said please, so I kind of feel like I gotta now. We spent all day doing Rift Wizard yesterday, and I'm like, alright, today I'll do other stuff, but then a big old update plopped down? Like, I'm only human. Allegedly. Allegedly. Artificer. Awaken Wizard. Alright. Last time we did Artificer, I literally deleted all the spells from the game. We had no spells. I'm kind of curious about maybe working in spells this time. But we'll see. The spell and equipment books have adorable new sprites. Ooh. Blood Mage and Timekeeper less joined at the hip. I have noticed they're always together. Alright, you guys do the level for me. Now you can more reasonably craft the Artificer's Chalice. What items do you really want to put in that thing? I've had a lot of fun doing UT components, like the UT component, I suppose. But that's only because I like having a lot of components to craft with. Outside of that, Relocator Beacon is one of my favorite things to put in there. I love putting Relocator Beacon in. Because Relocator Beacon procs, and you don't have to worry about clearing the floor to collect everything. It'll just come your way over the course of the floor. And every time it sucks in one of those spell points, you're going to trigger one of the other things, or Relocator Beacon again, which is not exciting, but if you hit one of the other ones, it's just really efficient. I like putting Relocator Beacon in there. Otherwise, there are a lot of really neat effects. Like, a lot of on pickup effects are really good. Like, even just getting fairies is good healing. So anything that summons something I like. Obviously, Shared Pain, like the fetish, is really good. What's the Artificer modifier do? The Artificer modifier means we only have access to level 1 spells. But additionally, there are no memory orbs. Like, we get 1 memory orb per floor. And we get extra components on every floor. All the new Artificer stuff also triggers the on pickups. Yeah, I'm excited to check out the other things. Which I suppose we can now do. Oh my god! Yes! This wasn't in the patch notes, look at this! That's adorable! A++. It was mentioned? Wow, look at you, Captain reads all the words. Nerd. Chris doesn't read. Sitting next to like a massive bookshelf with all my fucking books on it. I don't know how to read. Don't disturb me, I'm reading. Alright. So, the new Artificer stuff. Very exciting. Artificer's Mirror. When you pick up a component, trigger the on pickup effect of one of the components used to craft the mirror. If the picked up component matches one of the components used to craft Artificer's Mirror, gain a copy of it instead. Interesting. To make it so when people are pressing E or S, they don't press the wrong one and are confused. Alright, we already know about the chalice, we already know about the rod. Abacus. When you manually cast a spell, manipulate the abacus. If the spell's level is odd, subtract that many beads. If the spell's level is even, add that many beads. Unfortunately, we only have level 1 spells in this trial. When the number of beads on the abacus equals the realm number, reset the abacus and trigger the on pickup effect of one of the components used to craft it. The Artificer's abacus can only be activated while the turn number is less than the realm number. Maths? What are we, nerds? Reading, and now that? When you gain a piece of equipment, trigger the on pickup effect of one of the components used to craft Artificer's Hammer. The Artificer's Hammer can trigger each of its stored components once per level. So the hammer and the mirror are going to go pretty hard in this trial because we have a lot of pieces of equipment. And I think we would also make the chalice just because if we can build one with our good friend, the relocator beacon, things will just come our way. We don't have to worry about hunting. We can build something to try and make it happen on purpose. So I would like to find, ideally, a relocator beacon. Relocator beacon. Familiar's collar. Alright, well that's a pretty likely floor for us. Runic Fetish would be really nice as well. Like, this floor has some really nice stuff for the new things we want to craft. This just has a really nice thing for something I want to make. Cage. What if we go for all the cages? Like, well, every time we find a homunculi head or a collar, we make a cage. Go for a night cage or even an arbiter cage. We're only a Y away on arbiter cage. Horrifyingly, I can make the arbiter cage on the next floor. How fun. All right, the Y is right there. Poison resist. I need this and this, but I'm gonna be harassed by you. Just as some math, and unless something really, really weird happens, I think the earliest that you could trigger the abacus is Realm 3. But you have to be very lucky with your components. Cast a level 4 spell, then a level 1 spell on the first 2 turns of Realm 3. I have to bring up the abacus again if I'm gonna think about that. Out of my way! They keep jumping in front of me! Got the AW into the abacus and had like 50 leg head charges by the end of the game. That's a lot of leg heads. Alright, team, don't kill me! Let's see. Shrine of Offering. Funny enough, not really something we need. Got hate bolts for Realm 5. I like that I can kill spawners with the sorcery staff. It's a good point. We don't need to be limited by these piddly little level 1 spells. We could craft a book. We could become world famous authors. A homunculi. Okay. Like I said, let's just go ahead and craft a cage every time we find a collar or a homunculi head. Any on pickup effects that I would like to perhaps jump upon? Nope. In that case, what I would like to do is immediately back away from these people. I'm gonna become a New York Times best-selling author. Whoa! How hard could it be? All right. Let's get our other cages listed in here. So I need a letter. Letter M. Duck Duck has proved it's pretty much free to become a best-selling author with a big enough audience. I think that audience part's the important part. It'd stop being impressive. It gets a little depressing sometimes, in the sense that the numbers involved these days to become a New York Times bestselling author are not that high. It's just like, oh geez, really? That low? No sense of right and wrong. Oh! Maybe shoot somewhere else. Like in front of you. Right? You're gonna shoot in front of you, right? Right? Please? Oh, thank God. Ugh. Oh. Disperse, you say? We're gonna die. I've been only going for floors with extra components, and yes, I am in fact an artificer. So no health so far. And I'm only making cages when I find homunculi or collars. I would really like to find a relocator beacon. Come on, relocator beacon. You're super fucked. No, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. How many tags are in the game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm missing 6 of the tags. How many can we fit inside of a Philosopher's Stone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, technically? Because I have a flame blade fragment. It'd be fun to, like, cram them all in there. I'm okay. What would be a fun direction to go in? Let's consider the word spells. I'm not even thinking about the Philosopher's Stone as far as charge reclamation. I'm only thinking about it as, like, it gains the tags of what we put in there, and I just want to use a Flame Blade fragment for, like, boosting as many tags as possible. Yeah, I'm just looking for juice. Like, we could go pure conjuration. Bigby, what's going on? I want a spell that actually does this. Asterisk. 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 Sex? You can't see links. Only because stupid bots keep on popping up and they're like, would you like to purchase some AI viewers? It's like, no, in fact, I don't. But if you'd like to show a link, just pass it to someone that either has a sword, a hammer, or a gem next to their names. I had to manually approve that one. Yeah, Chimera Cage is a good target for it. No, you don't have to be sorry, it's funny. Plenty of curses could be fun. You put thoughts on new Word of Beauty and hate bolts? I'm pretty sure thought is like internet slang for sexy people or something. So there's sexy people in these spells? How I can maximize the value of my tags over the course of a run and cutting less important items. Oh, any thoughts on the new Word of Beauty and hate bolts? Let's take a look. So Word of Beauty got new or changed upgrades, right? If it would heal an enemy, they're first poisoned. Allies would be healed first, have their max HP set equal to the wizard's. That could be really good or really sad. Hits dark units and new upgrade, the poison. I like the poison one. Thought stands for that hoe over there. Specifically means women who use their looks to get things without a care. I had no idea. I'm like so divorced from that entire concept of the internet. The damage buff is amazing. I feel like I could actually use hate bolts to kill things for long enough to get equipment to buff it sky high. I am curious to look at that one. But yes, my initial thoughts are I really like the poison them before they heal them one. And then Word of Chaos. No. Summon Rider, Word of Chaos, Only Accuracy, Word of Beauty, Word of Madness, Word of Ice. It's not a word spell? Oh yeah, look at that. My brain, I'm waking up. But yes, it is not a word spell, you're right. Summon 5,000 shotguns. Alright. I want my good friend hate bolts. Sorry, it's a book, and for whatever reason I clicked on word and my brain went, books. This is where books are. 30 fire and dark, channeled for 5 turns. Does poison, boomerang, cold fury. Also deals you an additional 1 ice damage. If you complete the ritual, permanently increase either your fire or dark ritual. Just changed from 14 to 30. I was gonna say, these all look very familiar, but I don't remember the damage being that high. That does make it a lot more valuable. I mean, we're almost there. Maybe we do some hate bolts. We could do some hate bolts. Fire and dark. Not allowed to channel hate bolts on an empty board for resistance, are you? Trying to remember what channeling does on a cleared board. Because I know, like, summoning things will immediately just disappear. Well, some health is probably a good idea. Planar keystone. Boop, boop. Nature, spells, or equipment. Yeah, if we want to go hate bolts. I mean, this is the challenge where if we wanted to try and do something really silly, we could try to do something really silly. What's the best chain we can do? Fire cast Mercury, Sorcery cast Death Chill, Arcane casts Heavenly Blast, Enchantment casts Blaze Rip, Lightning casts Annihilate. Oh yeah, I gotta remember, Doombrand is up here too. Seal Fate. Your word hint is... What's going on, Harry Druid? That's not your word hint, I'm just saying hi to Harry. Anyway, your word hint is... This is a scientific discipline.
You all remember what to do whenever anyone says a secret word, right? Scream!
That's right! Scream real loud! Alright, that was maybe too easy of a hit. I should have said, this is something that Mighty Odin's really bad at. That's on me. What's going on, Radical? The word hint was a scientific discipline, and that was just too easy. Just too easy. Alright. Nature cast Shadow Hex. Ice cast Poison Sting. So Ice would do Poison Sting, which is a nature spell, which could do Shadow Hex. Shadow Hex is an enchantment, which could cast Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt is an electric spell, which could therefore cast our Annihilate. Annihilate is Chaos, which would cast our Seal Fate, which is in turn an enchantment, so we're back in the loop. So that's pretty good. We could throw Prison of Thorns in, because it's dark and we're doing dark, and that's also going to cast a nature spell. Yes, I love the update. Like, this is great. Some kid just walked past my house dressed as the Grinch in a Santa suit. I'm so confused. It's Christmas-Halloween. Did you forget the date? Alright, I think I want to try and make as many of these wands as possible. It'd be very funny to just, like, cast a couple of spells and then have a loop of all the different wands going off constantly. New Castellan clogs. Oh yeah, I gotta look at that. Gotta add an an E, otherwise it's gonna be hard to find. When you stop orthogonally, if you're able, take another step in that same direction. Interesting. Does it count like as a, I guess like a quick step almost? Like it doesn't take a turn to take that extra step? This is an adaptation of my idea. Seems like it's gonna get you killed. I mean, it's one of those things where if you build around it, it makes perfect sense. Yeah, it turns you into a chess rook. Like, that could be really strong. I want to know. Meant to be really strong with the other step shoes. I posit to you another possibility. Would it work with the sabotons? Could you just kind of do a gliding strafe of like dragon claws to the people on the like left and right of you? Just glide diagonally, slashing everybody? Oh my god, that's amazing. What are you doing, Step Shoes? That's really good. That's so good. I'm really into that. Like, just what a beastly idea of just gliding. What a power play, gliding diagonally with dragon claws on the left and right hand side. Slashing everybody as you go. And because it's happening like instantaneously, it's a real anime power move. That's real aura farming right there, of just glide through and hit everybody. The way I read it, you move 2 squares. I mean, Opportunity said it turns you into a bit of a rook. Like, sorry, not a rook, a bishop. No, a rook. Stopped only by some kid sticking his foot into the aisle. You trip. I mean, bishop boots turned into a bishop. Yeah. Which are those here too? Wait a minute, if we have both! Now, I could see why you would say blue, like you would just go 2, but because you took a step and then you took a step, doesn't that mean you would take a step? Like, my reading is you keep going. Yeah, the game would become a Pokemon Ice puzzle. Like, so you stop when you hit something, which I'm really into. I like that a lot. Yeah, you keep going. No, that's amazing. Like, that with Sabatons is a whole build that I now... Like, I kind of want to do this now. Yeah, this is really good. I like this a lot. You know what? Let me just go ahead and, Alright. We looked at the Artificer's Abacus Hammer. Yeah, the backtrackers. Begin. Oh, yes! This is, the one that we were talking about. This is my, I don't like getting moved around by other people, goddammit. If you begin your turn somewhere other than where you ended your previous turn, attempt to teleport back to your previous location. If that location is occupied, attempt to swap places with the occupying unit. I like that a lot. What's going on? I like shortening people's names, but I do think if I shorten your name, I'm going to be saying, hello there, Titty. Maybe I'll call you Vitus? No, Titty's fine. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos, Titty. What kind of build did you win with? How do you get to rifts with backtrackers? So backtrackers, because you end your turn when you move, you're okay. Like, you ended where you moved. When someone else moves you, that's on their turn they moved you. So, like, fear is happening on the enemy turn. Being pushed by a spike ball is happening on the enemy turn. Yeah, I really like the little wizard up there, too. Alright. I know I was just talking about building every wand and trying to do, like, a wacky, loopy thing. Out the window. Out the window. I'm a shoes man now. This is a shoe family. We are officially a shoe family. We're making all the shoes now. So we don't need to have our cages. When we find things, we do it. Is there an Al Bundy skin? Wow, Taco. How old are you? My age? Save the shoes for a run where you can make leg heads? Why are you yelling at me? I use lightning form and chain lightning. Nice. I really like chain lightning a lot. 1 year older than you. Well, yeah, that tracks. That tracks. I forgot about leg heads. So, we could do another leg head run. Like, that's separate from being a shoe family. Like, I just want to do the new shoes in here, along with the artificer stuff. Yeah, we want to have all the shoes. Feet. What's the search term for, footwear? No. Just foot. Foot does it. Foot's in the game! Okay. And also, Sandals of Virtuous Sin you wanted me to look at? When you take a step, deal dark and holy damage to enemies within 2 tiles. The damage dealt for each type is equal to the highest known spell level of the opposing school. I like it. Alright. Some of these are not going to work as well as others, unfortunately, and that's, you know, our fault for being in Artificer, but it means we'll be able to make a lot of stuff quickly. The letter T is now rather important. 2 T's there. You had me at 2 T's. You had me at 2 T's Fruities. Oh, Lord. How much damage do you do? 10? Yeah, let me know when we're meeting up. Gotta quickly pivot to survive here. Oh. You made an Arvis Cage in a run where I'm not allowed to teleport? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Because I'm crazy like that. More M and more T, please. Or again, would really like one of those relocator beacons. Damn it. A homunculi, I did say I would always grab those. Yeah, I mean, the Mirror Stone is even more desirable. We're getting close to making one of our Artificer items. Gonna try for a wolf-centered run with the new cantrip shoes. Did cantrip clogs get changed? Doo-doo. Oh, you just didn't know about the cantrip clogs. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I mean, I don't think you outed yourself or anything. You're fine. That's a lot of watchers. It's like, I need an M. Would you like 4 of them? But I'm a greedy Gus. I know what I want, so I'm gonna re-roll. Man, relocator beacon. I see it all the time until I want it. Then I'll never find it. That's a good point. Just slide around and get all your charges back. That's so good. Hey, buddy. All right. The rules are clear. Throw a homunculi in here. A Z. Oh, nope. I only have the 1F. I'm not putting a flame blade fragment in you. I guess Flame Blade Fragment does work quite well inside of you. Just doesn't affect sorcery, which I do rather enjoy having Flame Blade attached to. I'll wait 1 floor. We'll get an F. There's literally no Fs here. That's okay. Stormburst on everyone. Dragon rain, bitches! The weather in the local area appears to be a showering of dragons. What's going on, Master Toaster? Rules aren't clear. I clicked a step too quickly. I don't know what you're talking about. The Arbiters just immediately murder our team, which is kind of funny. Oh my god, they're trying to do a tactical maneuver and strafe around. Advanced. Alright. I want an F, but I will re-roll in the hopes of finding a relocator beacon. Didn't have any spells or items to make clouds. I just crafted 1 item with the music note to get... Oh yeah, isn't that a nice one? Emerthine petal. Duration's nice. If I got an F there, I would go there. Another flame blade fragment, you say? Any other way to convert chasms into lava chasms besides volcano? I haven't really experimented with lava-born drakes. Not that I could think of. I feel like that's the kind of thing that would be fun to just add to a few spells. Like, there aren't that many things that interact with chasms, but there are a few. Like, you could turn a chasm into a platform that you could stand on with Icicle. It'd be neat for, like, Fireball to convert non-lava into lava, like Volcano does. Things that do poison can turn... Like, transforming chasms into different elemental types could be a fun passive of various spells. I'm not sure how limiting you want to be for balancing reasons. But, like, again, there's not too much that interacts with it, right? Like, a few of the drakes... Torrent... Is there anything else that interacts with the chasms? Yeah, it's pretty narrow for now. Whoa, for now. That's a loaded for now right there. I like it. Found out yesterday that Brandon Cronenberg, David Cronenberg's son. What was the name of the movie he directed? Is his son Brandon? He definitely is, like, in his father's footsteps, as best I can tell here. Anything can happen. I don't think the stream I was watching understood how weird that game would be. Yes, Possessor is the one I was thinking of. Yeah. Man, I love David Cronenberg. And Brandon's been doing some good work. Like, I don't think he's quite on his father's level yet, but... I think he's on his way. There's a lot of potential for a very weird game. A very weird game. I haven't seen Antiviral or Infinity Pool yet, have you? And would you recommend? So I think we want to save Artificer's Chalice for when we have a locator beacon, relocator beacon. Both in your watch list? Alright. Much like myself. We can't really do Abacus because we only have level 1 spells. When you gain a piece of equipment, trigger the on-pickup effect of one of the components used to craft it. So this, I think we can toss in a few things here. Like, we could put a mirror stone in here. Be fun to kind of spread out our mirror stones between a few of the Artificer items. And then reap the benefits later. A heart fragment would work out. Man, a planar keystone would be nice, just get extra riffs. The hammer would only have 2 effects, so it would go off pretty quick. Going below 0 starts counting down from 20, and going over 21 starts counting up from 0. Could see that working out. I mean, every floor is going to have bare minimum 4 pieces of equipment for us, so let's put 4 things in there.
Hello there.
All right, we got our hammer. Let's go, Shifu. Good, good. I'll put the other UT in here. Well, let's do one more floor and then we'll build that one. It's hard to say no to another flame blade fragment. Go get him, boy! Sweet mother of God. They figured out where I am. Do, do, do. Wish there was a mod. I like an overlay mod. If you have any questions, Mr. Toaster, please feel free to ask. Between me and chat, we can answer pretty much any questions you have. Gotta up our damage a little bit. But my other flame blade fragment's right there, and I would really like to pick that up before I start, like, cranking up damage. I guess what I could do is I can make a magic wand with one of my delightful flame blade fragments, and I can make something else with another one. I don't have to put them both on one. If anything, that's a little wasteful. So I would like you to have the flame blade fragments, an arcane moat. So at the moment we're doing S, F, M, A. So we got both of our magic missile tags there. What else would I like to attach it to? You know? I have a plan that involves a dragon swiping. So an R and an I would make a lot of sense. I'll do an E and then the RI. I'll get my my K on another one. There we go. So now my magic missile does 17. Get him, team! I think the questions will quickly become ridiculous if I ask them anytime something like, what does the blue stuff do? When you say the blue staff, do you mean this one right here? The Artificer's Hammer? I guess, let me start over, Toaster. Is this your first time seeing Rift Wizard? Alright, you two, it'd be great if you would, like, shoot the spawner. My immortal idiots over here. There we go. Alright, Transmutation Shrine is pretty great. Alright, so you're familiar with Rift Wizard, but you've never seen the blue staff. So, the game got an update today. Like, just a few hours ago, new stuff was added. And I will quickly, just straight up, show you the new stuff. So, Artificer's Hammer is one of the new things I just made earlier. When you gain a piece of equipment, trigger the on-pickup effect of one of the components used to craft the Artificer's Hammer. The hammer can trigger each of its stored components once per level. The Abacus is when you manually cast a spell, manipulate the Abacus. If the level is odd, subtract. If the level is even, add the number of beads of the level. And when the number of beads on the Abacus equals the realm number, reset the Abacus and trigger the on-pickup effect of one of the components used to craft it. Can only be activated while the realm number is less than the while the turn number is less than the realm number. This one's hard. My brain struggles. And then the mirror. When you pick up a component, trigger the on-pickup effect of one of the components used to craft the mirror. If the picked up component matches one of the components used to craft it, make a copy of it instead. There are no more consumables die. No potions, no items that you use on command. And then the other new things are the Bishop Boots, which makes it so if you go diagonally, you keep moving diagonally until you hit something that makes you stop. And the Castellan Clogs, where if you go orthogonally, you keep going. So the other one's Bishop from chess. This, of course, is Rook from chess. Alternatively, I could have joked, the other one's Bishop from Alien. This is the Rook from Alien Romulus. Got there. Oh. Crisis Charm is semi-consumable. Yep. It's one of the few things that if you craft it, and it gets removed from your inventory because you break it by using it, you can then make it again. Alright. No problem. So we're always going to have 4 portals now, and we're always going to get 10 health now. So we have a nice little setup. So a Transmutation Shrine is rather tempting. But you all know what I'm going to say next. I would really like to find a relocator beacon. Please and thank you. Oh my god, relocator beacon. Are you even real? Do you exist? What letter am I looking for right now? I want more M. If a floor has more than one M, I'm going there. Fulminite Shard? Is that the chain lightning when someone hits you? Yeah, I do like the Fulminite Shard. Idol of Undeath is fine. Well, it's one of the floors with an M, so I'm gonna go there. Oh, you're a dead man, buddy. Oh, you're a dead man. You better believe you're not making it out of there, fun friend. Get him, boys. Mess him up. All right, while they're doing their thing. Yeah, I've very rarely had the, if enemies on the stage have the lightning tag, they join you if they have less health. Like, that on pickup effect has eluded me. But it's very exciting when it works out. I think I'll Philosopher's Stone just to get my other Flame Blade fragment in the works here. So we got our S, our F, and M. I want an E in there, a D in there, an N and a B, a K and an R, what's even left at this point? An H? I need an H in there? If we even care about an H? Just toss a C and an H in there, maybe? Succulent. Oh, how succulent. Like, Y and O don't really matter. Z doesn't really matter. W and T don't really matter. Yeah, we could put an H in there. The C is not going to do anything, but we have all the other letters we want. Really don't care about getting cash back, it's just a way to boost some tags here. Stewart of Gondor eating tomatoes. The way that tomato popped, man, like haunts my dreams sometimes. Alright, Mr. Sword, who I can't hurt directly. It'd be great if you guys went out there and, like, did something as opposed to standing next to me forever. There we go. Movement. He's supposed to be a mighty badass. The movie did him wrong. I mean, we're seeing him, like, after he's been, you know, corrupted. Yeah, the backspace button where it's just instantly resolve a turn, incredible. What a quality of life feature. Weren't there 4 things here? I didn't trigger my, open another portal. Yeah, backspace just instantly resolves the turn. And then, brackets, left and right bracket, increase and decrease speed. Been smote by my own arbiters so many times. They're a dangerous pet to own. A dangerous pet to own. Relocator beacon! I know you're real! I keep bricking my Steam Deck trying to do Wonder with Golden Skull and Archangel's Halo. What? When you gain a piece of equipment, trigger the on-pickup effect of one of the components used to craft the Artificer's Hammer. Hammer can trigger each of its stored components once per level. When you gain a piece of equipment. Oh, not when I pick something up. Whoopsies. Whoopsie doodles. Alright, so I want to craft stuff on my hammer. Yes, yes, yes. Shrine of Perfection. I mean, why not? Especially if it gets me more UT components. Please, there's so many enemies over there. Don't triple beam me to hit the enemy on the other side of the map. Come on, please. Oh, yeah, it's really hard to say no to this. But before I leave... why not craft stuff to trigger my good friend? We gotta do this before we re-roll, though. I made a mistake. Had a whoopsie doodle there. Do. There's a lot of good choices. I used my R's, so I can't make my Sabatons, unfortunately. Hold on. What am I missing for my robe? An ice component? I'm not getting that there, unfortunately. Foot. If they were more likely to shoot you based on your Dark Mastery. That would be good. I would like that a lot. Prioritizes dark targets. Just like the police. Oh no! Preempting the joke before someone else makes it. Oh, I'm sad now. Made myself sad. Alignment system. That's the first system that everyone stops adhering to in Dungeons and Dragons. Alright, Mr. Mirror. This is the pick up a component, trigger a component. We'll put mirror in there. We'll put a mirror in there. Encumbrance is the first. I think... Alright. Dungeons and Dragons systems that immediately are ignored by everybody. The first one, even before encumbrance. Regents for spells for your wizards. Out the fucking window. Instantly. Instantly out the window. No one wants to keep track of regents for spell casting. Ammo? Keeping track of how many arrows or rocks you have for your sling or whatever? Out the window. No one wants to do that. I make the party count the ammo. You're a monster. Expensive regions. Like, I could understand if a spell requires that you have to use a diamond to make this happen. Okay. Alright. Sure. Even then, like, I would rather just, like, I don't fucking care. If you know the spell, you know the spell. Like, wizards... I know wizards are supposed to be strong, but at least in a lot of versions of Dungeons & Dragons, like, back in 2nd edition at the very least, being a wizard was, you get 5 really cool things you get to do, and then you're kind of just useless for a while. Like, you can only have so many spells memorized, and if you want to be a toolbox wizard, like, you're not just loading up on combat stuff. So in a combat situation, it's like, wizard, quick, cast fireball! It's like, dude, I thought we were going to need... I have knock, I have featherfall, I got invisibility. Like, I don't have those things. So on top of, like, those limitations, also imposing, like, what are you buying in the shop? Well, we're going shopping, what are you buying? Like, I'm buying a magic sword. Oh, this is so cool. What about you, wizard? I'm buying really expensive regions so that I could, you know, cast like a cool spell once. It's like, nah, I don't wanna do that to the poor wizard. If you don't have fireball, you're magicking wrong. 3d6 strength, int, dex, wisdom, constitution, charisma, in order was always hilarious. In order is the worst. Oh yeah, yeah, the going in order thing, you're right. Like that's, I guess that is the first one you ignore. You get to bypass spell components. Like for me, regents are out the window. I don't want to deal with regents. I don't want to deal with encumbrance. I don't want to deal with ammo. I don't want to deal with alignments. Definitely don't want people to put their stats in the order they rolled them. It'd be really funny though, like if you sit down and it's like, what kind of character are you making? All right, they're gonna be a human wizard, like, and then you get to stats after you've already decided you're a wizard, and like, you have a 7 intelligence and a 16 strength. You are the worst wizard. Funhouse meat grinder bullshit, yeah. Like, I like weird nonsense, so like, for me, 2nd edition AD&D, I loved being a wild mage. That was the best way to play mage for me. So many good stories. Some of those wild searches are just... I hope the dungeon master didn't have anything important plans, because having a wild surge on a boat... we were attacked by pirates when I was, this is way back in high school. We were attacked by pirates while on a boat, and I had a wild surge, and the wild surge was a rift opens. So it's like, okay, roll again. I roll again, and it's like, oh shit, you rolled a 20. That means something comes out of the rift. Roll again. And like, my rift opened to the elemental plane of air, and a like elemental air dragon came out. And it's like, what size is that? Roughly the size of the boat you're on. And like, I'm in the middle of the boat, like dead center. I'm talking like X, Y, and Z coordinates. I was right in the middle of the boat. The boat got ripped in half, and it's like, well, I guess we're gonna end the session today because I don't know what the fuck we're supposed to do now. So like, we had to end in the next day. Like, all right, I got a whole new thing now that you're washed up on a desert island, you bastards. The special classes you can use from Dragon Magazine. Yeah, I've always loved 2nd edition the most, despite some of the, you know, Thaco being a little arcane and not great, but it's always been my favorite edition. You make a good rogue trader. Stopping roleplay is so annoying. If I find I need to prepare spells, I'm always using the same stuff every time. Like, I really enjoy role-playing, but I don't necessarily think, like, regents are important for role-playing. But that's just me. Like, the implication has always been, if your character has an ability that you are expected to use, it's just expected you have those things you need. So, like, if a spell has a semantic component, and you're trying to be quiet, like, that's going to be important. Whereas if it requires that you have items in your hands that will turn to dust when you're done, like, whatever, just assume they're there. Like, I don't want to bother with, like, the wizard spends all their golds on garbage that they have to burn through. There was a carnival with a clown. The clown's name was Thaco. Aww. The number went down? Must be bad, I'll take it off. Oh no! The gigantic binder of monsters. Hell yeah. Ah, so nice that everyone's a nerd. I mean, oozing ocelite's not the worst idea right now, right? We'll do a fulminite shard in there. Old nerds. Why does no one ever try to make a call shot to the wizard's component pouch so that it can't do shit? I feel like there are definitely, out there somewhere, dungeon masters that do that. Like, they have their enemies try to aim at the wizard's component pouch. I've definitely been in groups where people have done called shots, not at the component pouch, but at, like, whatever the wizard might have in their hands while they're trying to do something. But again, I've never played in a group that actually cared about regents. We've always been loosey-goosey people. Yeah, I'll put an oozing ocelot in there. Old nerds. Got a really good book called The Monsters Know What They're Doing, or something similar. Really good. Really, really good. Sounds like fun. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I mean, if I craft more stuff, I'll get another exit. Oh, I got one. There it is. I was like, what did we hit? Transmutation Shrine with an eye, you say? I have the M I need. Oh, I don't have the L I need anymore, damn it. But that Shrine of Perfection's really too good to pass up. Wait, no! I should have, whoopsies. I should have learned my dragon swipe before I allowed the shrine to happen. Let's go in his own. I mean, we don't need the tutor. I just kind of wanted serrated claws along with these two. Just ended your own run? Ooh. What kind of run you have going on? If I DM'd, I would care about regions, but also assume that if a wizard isn't deprived of his component pouch and has been to any town within the last month, he has the regions he needs. But if you've been stuck in an elemental plane with no bats on it for 3 months, where the hell are you getting that bat guano? Fair, fair. I think that's a fine compromise. Like, the notion that the player needs to have a list of accurate components to keep track of, like, that just... I think, I like... I know this is going to open up a vault of, hey, aren't you supposed to's? And again, I know I'm supposed to. I want to do it. We're gonna do it. I've just been... My brain, with all the nonsense that's been going on, I'm out of it. But my favorite comparison point is Paranoia. I really like Paranoia XP, specifically, that system. In Paranoia XP, when you are reading the Game Masters section, it will explain to you that paranoia, much like sexuality, is a spectrum. Here they come! Here they all come! Alright. Must be nice. Must be fucking nice. Yeah. So, paranoia, on the far left-hand side is Zap, which the game describes as Looney Tunes. It is Looney Tunes. Like, nothing matters. It's just whatever is funny goes. It is... Players are just slapsticking themselves into the ground. And then you have Classic, which is where I like to hang out, where... some of the bureaucratic nightmare that oppresses the players are happening. Very hard to find someone comfortable running it. I like running Paranoia, but I haven't for a while, but I'm going to soon. We're gonna do it. 421's been in games I've run of Paranoia before. We're gonna be doing one on stream. I have a whole idea for it, I just need to finish putting it together. But basically Classic is... it's like semi-serious. It has the comedy elements and it has like the serious elements, but the players are not expected to be like meticulous or anything. And then there's Straight. And Straight Paranoia is like... you have a notebook and you are keeping detailed records of like... infractions you've seen people doing. And you have forms you're filling out, like you will print out and fill out forms. Mona, thank you for that resubscription. I'm not sure you know what you're doing in this game. This one right here? But, Straight Paranoia is like, that's That's the version of Dungeons & Dragons that I don't want to play, where you're expected to, like, keep meticulous track of your regions as a wizard and stuff like that. Like, I understand that there are people that want that experience, where role-playing for them is less about inhabiting the role and more about inhabiting the worlds. Like, they want to be a wizard who has a pouch filled with bat shit that they have to reach into occasionally. And, like, they're spending their money on a diamond so that if they need to, they can burn that diamond in the dust and, like, do something amazing. And I'm not gonna poo-poo that. That's really cool. Sounds like something no one needs. Like, straight paranoia just sounds like real-life nonsense at this point. Chris has been trying to say regions, but has chosen to spitefully say the name of a bunch of New York tests. You want me to pronounce it reagents? Oh yeah, I always forget that the regions were New York exclusive tests. Anyway, how are you, Mona? We were just talking about Dungeons & Dragons like a bunch of nerds. Not gonna poo-poo the bag of bat shit? That sounds obligatory. I could totally go to bed right now. Why so sleepy? I'm over here now. I do not want to be over here. Sleep evades you. I understand that. I totally get that. How do you pronounce it every way except the correct one? Rayguns. Have you ever had Katz's Deli? In New York? Yes. I have been inside Katz's Deli and had a delightful pastrami on rye. The first time I went to Katz's was actually when I went to a book signing for Bruce Campbell. I'm pretty sure that was... I think that was If Chins Can Kill, or it was How to Make Love Like a B-Movie Actor. I can't remember which one it was. But it was cool. Bruce! I have met him twice for book signings. I really love Bruce Campbell. I hope he is doing well. For those that don't know, very sadly, Bruce Campbell is battling cancer currently, but he is in high spirits, is my understanding. He has been open about it on the interwebs, talking about it. But he's taken a break from acting to take care of himself. Ordered 5-pound slab of meat, mustard, rye bread, and bagels from them. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know you could do that. So we need 2 R's for Dragon Claw Sabotants. What's going on, PJ? Have fun at work. This is going to be very fun for all of us, I believe. I think what we're about to discover is whether or not these boots, after you have finished a level, are a soft lock or not. Fingers crossed they're not. Oh no. All right, at the moment we are capable of going into at least one rift. Don't get both. Oh, I'm getting both. I'm turning this into a sliding block puzzle. They turn off on level N normally. Oh, very exciting. I hope that's the floor I want to go to. Ooh, Familiar's Collar. You know what? It is the floor I want to go to. But before we go in there... What are they, like ice skates or something? The best way to play any tabletop game is to work with the DM. There are a lot of great systems that completely break if someone tries to break them on purpose. I've had a lot of fun playing Silver Age Sentinels, but I was trying to break that game, I totally could. Yeah, there are definitely... Like, I've played games with folks where the fun of the game for them is taking the rules and figuring out the most efficient way to, like, wring out the most power from the rules. Which can be really funny. Like, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, I've had a lot of fun playing in games with people where they sit down and it's like, so this is how this works. And, like, the DM's like, yeah, and this is how this works, right? It's like, yeah. Like, the setting of Eberron. Oh, go ahead, Videric. Rant away. The setting of Eberron is a really neat setting. And in college, I was playing in a campaign where one of the players, their backstory is they had a significant issue with one of the kingdoms. It's the one that, like, the city is powered by, like, magic gems that are basically levitating everything. I can't remember the name or anything like that. I don't know if it was even necessarily an official, like, Eberron city or not. But, this guy, like, in-universe, like, asked all these questions of the DM through other characters. They learned how everything works. And, like, meticulously had a plan that they were working in secret on. And while we were doing our adventure party fun times, like, we were on one of the, like, magi trains, like the maglev magic trains that are powered by these crystals. And it was heading directly toward that city. Potentially Sharn. Again, I don't remember the specifics of the names. I could tell you that the person doing this was Sam, which 421 will know who that is. And this was in Colin's game. And let me tell you, Sam figured out how to essentially weaponize the train and committed a large-scale terror attack without us knowing we were participating in it. Like, he sabotaged the train in such a way that, like, as we got off, he was explaining calmly to us, and, like, the city in the background just goes away in a giant cataclysmic explosion. And it's just like, are we complicit in the killing of, like, millions of people? And he said, not people, monsters. And it's just like, no, I'm pretty sure those are people! But my character was insane at that point, so, like, I couldn't really have a moral problem with it because I was, very much deeply impacted by outer gods that were reaching through the outer planes to mess with my brain. So I was just like, ooh, colors! But out of character! It was just like, did we just kill everybody? I had someone try that in a Lancer one-shot. Like, right at the beginning of the session. I asked if he wanted me to just skip to the epilogue. You were there just along for the ride. Like, we all had our own little personal stories that we were working on. Like, for me, I can't remember the class I was playing as. It's, as I just described, it's a class that has contact with a, like, chthonic outer gods. And, like, you gain your power from them, but they're also constantly, like, messing with your brain. It wasn't a warlock, it's unique to, like, the Eberron setting or something. Like, it wasn't just a patron. It was a sorcerer subclass. But, like, I became obsessed with becoming more than human, So I was constantly finding ways to graft new body parts onto myself, and I was like becoming something else. So he committed like a large-scale terrorist attack on like a city in the world because, yes, the alienist, thank you, I was the alienist prestige class. I was like, it had something to do with alien, but I don't know if that was the name. So I was an alienist, and I really embraced that concept. We should definitely get something that's going, gnome shoes would do some work for us. Like I said, we are a shoe family. We should get backtrackers too. I want to know what backtrackers will do to us. I need a C. Oh, right, we have a homunculi I need to do. Alienists were spellcasters whose studies of the planes led them to the very boundaries of reality, to the plane known as the Far Realm, consorting with the unfathomable entities therein to ascend beyond their limitations, achieve new heights of power at the cost of their sanity. Yes, it was very fun. Like I said, like I was far enough gone at that point that I couldn't really engage with the moral ramifications that his character had just committed an egregious affront to humanity. Because his character was essentially like a war orphan, and like the people of that city are responsible for his like whole situation. He had a great backstory. It was really cool. And I almost am sad that my character was too insane to really grasp and grapple with it. I never understood why some players insist on jamming a wrench in a campaign. See, what's fun is he didn't jam a wrench in the campaign. Like, he was very much working with the game master, Colin. He told Colin his backstory. We all understood the backstory. What we didn't know, though, is that he was working toward this for, like, a good chunk of this campaign. And when he had the opportunity, he took the opportunity. So, like, the game master was fully on board with it, and it was part of his campaign plan by that point. But it was a surprise for the rest of us playing. We did not know that was going to happen. It's a superhero system based on the Tri-Stat. Our DM started us out. Also, how's it going, Krath? Started us out with 106 build points. Make a Teen Titan style character. New Age medicine quackery. You can heal people by waving crystals over them, pouring essential oils on them. You could use Tai Chi martial arts to hit pressure points. If I had decided to go absolutely min-maxing, I could make a guy who is not very versatile, but has the ability to summon an army of 100 demon bears whenever he wants to. Like, again, this fellow Sam, like, their character was perfected. Like, every point was spent in the most efficient way to make just a brutal guy. Like, he had combat was just, he was a whirling dervish of death, and every time we found like a magical item, he would use it in the most broken fucking ways. Like, immovable rods are a neat idea, and then when he has immovable rods, they are war crimes. 1,000 swords against 10,000 swords against heaven or try. I'm not familiar with that one. I could craft one more thing just to satisfy that. Boo, boo, boo. Link in the tabletop box. I'll have to take a look. Like, Eberron has a lot of, why? Interesting. Yeah, wing shoes. We're a shoe family. We talked about this. Sit a captive on it, fly away. Just put the immovable rod like on a chair and just sit him on the chair. Like, occupy! This is not the person who invented the bag prison, no. Although I feel like Sam would be into the bag prison. Shows you what is threatening a given tile. I like that. We were actually talking about that the other day. If you're doing DMing Silver Age Sentinels, you want to ban that immediately. Really should be the kind of thing that only the DM gets to have. Kind of like AD&D's Psionic class. A class that everyone's just like, no, we shouldn't have these here. Haha! That's amazing. Wee! 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 Gnomes! Welcome to the gnome factory. Alright, thank God the shoes turned off at the end. Oh boy. I see you called him the entire family. I'm wearing wing shoes, that's why I'm allowed to be over the over the map. So I have a pair of shoes that make it so if I am taking a step diagonally, I keep going until I hit a wall. And a pair of shoes that if I'm going orthogonally, I keep going until I hit a wall. And I have shoes that let me fly. Oh, we got both. We got bishop and rook shoes. How are you supposed to wear all those shoes? By grafting additional body parts on yourself. I feel like we've been over this. Oh, yeah. We're not going to want for the letter T for a while, let me tell you. That does, in fact, count as steps taken for other items. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's called Lord Dran. Relocator beacon, I swear to God. What the hell, dude? Is Relocator Beacon a fever dream of mine? Is it not real? Do you have drill shoes? Not yet. Not yet. N. M. T, T, T. It's an effect-based system, which means you can basically make a character do whatever you want if you're willing to fiddle with the point buy. The system doesn't really care how you flavor your effects, it just cares about what effects you have and what disadvantages and advantages you attach to them. I haven't played that one before, but I played systems similar where, like, it's pretty loosey-goosey, but if you give yourself an advantage, you have to take some kind of disadvantage. And those could range from, like, really loosey-goosey, where... Like, 421 might remember the name of the system we played. One we were in high school. And also the Desert Island one. Where, like, you literally just have, like, an empty box and, like, you name whatever it is as your skill, you describe, like, the elements of it, and then you give yourself, like, a negative, like, associated with Legends of the Mist. Like, that one's pretty fun in that regard. You can get real creative. Like, I was playing a high school A teenager in high school, just like cruising through high, just in class all the time, just interested in movies and retro video games. And so like my abilities are like, I know a guy, and like, yeah, that's good. I can probably find somebody that'll suit our need. But it also means people I have like bad associations with also know me a lot. So like at any moment, like someone in a crowd could just be like, you're that guy who gave my sister drugs! And like, oh no. So it's fun trying to think of like, what's a negative element of that? And it's also a fun part of paranoia, like when you take a skill that you're going to have, like, yeah, I'm good at doing blank, something else on the character sheet then has to receive a, but I'm really bad at blank. I enjoy that kind of balancing in a game. I have an L, I want an I and an M. If I'm not finding the goddamn stuff I'm looking for, I might as well just go here. Idol of Insanity. Hope you like gnomes. Whee! Woo! Whee! Just like rolling through the environment. Idol of Insanity makes this a little wacky, but that's alright. I'm here for it. Yeah, we need the backtrackers now. Wait, don't just pick up willy-nilly. Gotta remember, we look and then we craft. So no relocator beacon. I need 2 A's for backtrackers. I need 2 R's for Dragon Claw Sapotons. But quick step boots would be fun. Make the initial slide. Ah, damn, that's right. I need to make another cage. Yeah, sure. Here's a... Damn. I can't get both the homunculi and the familiar's collar in there, unfortunately. But it doesn't have the, +2 stat anyway. We can't increase its number of summons anyway. Oh wait, before I do that, I need an N. Right, don't leave until we've crafted something. Why not? This will be a good way to just burn a letter or two. How expensive would an item that says teleporting counts as taking steps equal to the distance you traveled? Ooh. I would like those. Like, translocation does make a lot of boots just like, I kind of want boots, but I'm not gonna because of blah blah blah. Because I'm teleporting. I'd be into that. Those would be neat. Almost enough for Frenzied. You know, what you could do it as an on-craft effect. Like, I think that would be a fun on-craft component effect. Like, if the crafted equipment has translocation as a tag, teleporting counts as taking that many steps. I think I'll just craft a few cheap things. Like a sorcery staff is pretty cheap. Throw a KYZ in there. And right, I did want to do this. Oh, there's still plenty of shoes, let me tell you. Nah, but I want a different M before I do that one. So let's do a Battle Mage Staff. Is this some kind of challenge? We are doing the Artificer Challenge, but we're mostly doing it to check out the new things that were added in today's patch. Alright, if I can craft one more cheap thing. Wait, Crown of Ragnarok got reworked. On the 9th turn of each level, cast Earthquake, Flame Burst, and Storm Burst 3 times. Wow. 3 times definitely makes that a lot more worthwhile. And it only takes 4 components. Crown of Ragnarok, you're okay in my book. There we go. Now we have an extra portal. And now we'll activate our mirror by picking up other stuff. Very nice. I got a bunch of UTs back. My range on Magic Missile continues to get bigger and bigger. So if I can find a relocator beacon, I will happily go there. Otherwise, I will re-roll. I have multiple mirrors in each of these things, and each one can activate once. So one mirror can only make one copy of itself, but I have multiples spread out across a few pieces of equipment now. And there's gonna be even more if I could find a goddamn relocator beacon. There it is! It's real. Let's activate its effect immediately. And make an Artificer's Chalice, baby. What will this chalice have? The relocator beacon, a mirror stone, there's only one memory orb per stage, unfortunately. Kind of wish I just had more of these. But that's okay, as long as it's in there. I might just put all mirror stones and the relocator beacon. Whoop! Wee! Woo! Wee! Woo! Wee! Wee! I gotta remember this guy is here and a problem. Oh yeah, no, that's gonna be an issue. How much do you heal every turn? 50% chance, 1686. He's hit that 50% very reliably. All right, buddy. I don't think that's 50%. I think that's 100%. Have you missed a healing turn yet? Oh, okay. I think perhaps. I've got one that if it gets another problem, I'm rolling it off a cliff, and another that I have 25,000 left on. They want a few thousand of things to fix on it. What kind of problems? First of all, I'm sorry. As someone dealing with car hell, I fully understand, and I am sorry you're dealing with it. Critical and dangerous to drive. Ooh. Are we talking like, hold on, my brain will get there. Like wheel bearings kind of stuff? Like the expensive, like the main, this is how the car moves stuff? Or your transmission, maybe? Either the car gets a nice passenger side T-bone. Oh no. Bow, bow, bow. I need a Z or a K. Primarily Ooze, I think, is better now. Assuming you got the change that was talked about. What's going on, Vivi? Hell yeah, new update. I really love these new shoes. It's only one spell, not one per level, that gets the slime tag. Turning the whole book slimy made every run you saw into a Hamanthus run. Still good getting the slime tag on there. I have given myself wing shoes, burrowing shoes, move forever until you hit an obstacle diagonally, move forever until you hit an obstacle orthogonally. I have quick step, so I could just get started right away. Or did I make that one yet? No, no quick step yet. Alright, I need one more R, and then I could do drive-bys with my Dragon Claws, which has been the dream here. An I, and an N, with an L, and a UT, just because I have an unlimited supply of UTs. And now I have my, like, shield engine online, which is nice. Or do I? I could have a better shoe engine here for shields. Silken sandals are a no-brainer. Alright, a Z for lava cage is something I want. There's the other R I want, though. We made all the Artificer equipment we're capable of making. Like, the other ones aren't really all that worth our while, given what we have access to. But I like that they're there. Alright, I feel like we take the R that we know. Damn it. Oh no, there's a B. Alright, we have drive-by Dragon Claws now. Sadly, I don't yet have frenzied swipes, but soon. So, if I go diagonal from here, the only people I'm gonna swipe are this spawner. But that's a good start. Swipe! Get swiped, loser! Whap! Whap! Get swiped! Vroom. I ain't done swiping! Here I go! Hold on. Hold on, I need normal speed for this. Yes! Oh my god! This is the greatest thing ever. Just fuck everybody. Oh. Yes, now we have frenzied swipes too. Dragon Claws are doing 42 physical damage. Yeah, just a Tokyo Drift build. I just poop. I poop out gnomes as we fly by. That is so good. That is so good. Alright, I made my sabotons. I feel like exploding boots are a no-brainer here. Like, why wouldn't I have these? I have an emote for that. Oh, did I take the button off because it kept on getting me copyright strike? Curses. I used to have a, like from Initial D on here, but that and Sexy Sax were pretty,
Either put on these glasses or start eating that trash can.
They were pretty much guaranteed to make 1 second become the whole video's copyright struck.
Good job.
Oh well. The socks, they will smell amazing. Alright, we need more B's and whatnot. That BD would be pretty good. Hope everyone's ready for some drive-by action, because I am. How many things did I craft on this floor? I could still do 2 more. What I really want to start doing, though, is, especially now that Dragon Claw is an automated experience here, it's doing sorcery and chaos damage. We can start with Doombrand, which is chaos to cast Seal Fate. Seal Fate is enchantment damage. It's also dark. I'd rather do dark so we can do Prison of Thorns. And then when Prison of Thorns goes off, that's a nature spell. Unfortunately, the nature spell itself won't be doing damage. So that's unfortunate. So maybe not Gloomthorn. Seal Fate is enchantments. Let's go for Blaze Rip goes off. Or Lightning Bolts. Oh, that's a nice short loop. We'll do... Doombrand is a chaos spell that casts Seal Fate, which is an enchantment that does damage. An enchantment that does damage will then cast a Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt, of course, will cause lightning to go off, which causes Annihilate, which is chaos. Try the Rift dashboard mod. Oh yeah, someone told me in YouTube I should check that one out in a YouTube comment. I still have to look at it. Is wind a spell a category? No, it is not. Dwarf Fortress. Should I just play games or should I watch tutorials to know how to, example, have weapons? I would say jump in and just start playing. I don't know if you were the one that said you watched some of Blind's videos, but Blind does really good Dwarf Fortress content. Presumably watching Chris has taught you nothing. What? How dare you? I am the greatest teacher when it comes to the Dwarf Fortresses. I need 4 Ks, 4 Ls, 2 Es, 1 D. Honestly, I find just jumping in and goofing off is the best way. And the game does have a tutorial now, but it's not a super robust tutorial. Go on, Secret Agent. Have you played the game Toady just recommended? Shadows of the Forbidden Gods. I have not. I mean, if it is something you would find helpful, I can make a, like, a poorly done video, like, how to get going in Dwarf Fortress. I am definitely not an authority, but, like, at the very least, I can help you get to the point where, like, you're making weapons. Shadows of the Forbidden Gods is great. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, basically, to make weapons, You want your dwarves to mine, which just is a consequence of you digging. Like, by virtue of digging, you're gonna find ore and stone. And then you need to follow the actual, like, real-life process of making metal. So, like, a forge is needed, but you need a smelter first. The smelter will take raw ore, melt it down, and turn it into blocks, ingots, bars of metal. And then your smelter can take those and make whatever you want out of whatever you got. A labor tutorial. Like, I am the worst. My system is I do work orders. I will just make a million work orders. I don't give a shit if the dwarves are capable of doing them yet. I just put them in there until eventually I have so many work orders that they are doing all the things they need to do eventually. Which is probably a way of playing the game that gives people that are familiar with Dwarf Fortress an aneurysm. It's a lot of H's right there. Might go for the H's and the E's, because there is another wand I can get set up that I'll be 1A away if I go here. Drive by. Sucker. Drive by. Get drive by. Drive by. Oh my god, I hit him on turn 9, so my crown went off. Yes. Yeah, early on you are better off just going straight to the workshop and like putting in a direct order for what you want. Oh, they stopped me. They finally figured out how to stop me. Well, you didn't hold me down, so you're dead. If I find a place to take things apart, I will straight up just take these cages apart. Like, I don't want them anymore. I just want to ice skate my way through the level, killing everything. Like, that is now how I play the game. Like, that is my life now. Red Majesty is blood. A manager, bookkeeper, and broker. Yeah, that's what you need to get started so that work orders work. One more A for Star Blesser. Been puzzling my way through a Word of Beauty Bears run with the new buffs. Nice. There's my double L. So I made one up. Artificer's Recycling Bin. When you enter a new rift, one of the components used to craft this is removed from this pool, and a new random component that does not share a tag with it spawns adjacent to you. When no components remain, the item's destroyed and spawns a memory orb. I'm into that. The only change I might do is instead of having it spawn next to you, it just puts it in your component list. Unless the intent is you want to be able to, like, have the on pickup effect happen. Either way, I do like it. Yes, like, honestly, Blue, the tagline for the game is losing is fun. And I feel like the best way to play Dwarf Fortress is to take that to heart and just jump in. Like, my original learning system for that game was just me on wikis as, like, a kid in college. Welcome to Boat Murdered. I hope you like my asthma. Yeah, Boat Murdered was definitely a foundational thing for me as well. Well, now that I no longer really want to do familiar collars because I just want to glide around like a lunatic, I can throw you in there. We have the 1D at the moment. They call me Smarticus. SNT. Guess I could use this one just to burn through letters there. You learn faster that way? Yeah. I am definitely a, like, I need to do the thing I'm trying to learn. Like, I'm the person that we're playing a board game at the table, and you are explaining how to play the game, but we haven't opened the box, we haven't taken the game out, you're just explaining the rules, and I have no visuals to, like, get a handle on. I literally just zone out. And then smash cut, and suddenly the game's on the table, and it's your turn. I'm like, I don't know how to play this game. I just explained how to play the game. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know how to play this game. I think I might take apart my 2 cages. I just want to be a man gliding around. I might do it. Gets me one of the Ks I need. Or if I go here, I get Sparkloom online. But we're not doing enchantment stuff yet. It's funny, we need Doombrand before anything else. Let's see. There's a familiar's collar in there along with something else, and you have the discarded homunculi along with something else. I don't think it'll actually get me tags that I need at the moment, so maybe I don't worry about it. Let's just get those 2 L's that I desire for Sparkloom. Even though, again, it makes a lot more sense to go for Doombrand first. But hey, Doombrand, I need D's and K's. Maybe I reroll. Another relocator beacon. Double K's, I like it. On, how many more things do I need to craft? Need my E's. I do have a lot of conjuration stuff. And I still have a homunculi. Well, I don't have any arcane spells. So homunculi basically dead to us at this point. That's not true. That's not true. We could do Nanook or a lava cage still. But those guys don't move, the lava guys, so not a huge fan of those right now. I am a huge fan of drive-by. Bap, 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 bap. Immobilized. Immobilized is not allowed. No, 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 no. That's all I have going in my life. I'm a man of movement. Oh my god, the fact that they lined up like that. Oh. I'm just a whirling dervish of death. I hit 6 times at 42 damage with several different damage types. And my magic wand, of course, is doing 40 damage for the sorcery aspect of it and the dragon aspect of it. And the chaos aspect of it? No, no chaos, unfortunately. Le Coupe has arrived. I needed my pooping cup for this one. It's the samurai build where you dash through people. This really is, like, just the swords out, just gliding without moving the rest of my body, just, like, slashing through things. I need 2 Ds and a K. And 2 Ls, but 2 Ds and a K are slightly more important. There's AD and AK. Ah, the backtrackers. But before we do the backtrackers... There he is! Look at that beautiful, beautiful samurai dingus. I love it. Thank you, Enon. I like that it goes like, it's big in chat, and then the bot is like, and now put it on the screen too! I appreciate it. I'm so sad. If this were bleeding, if it had blood on there, Red Majesty would be online right now. We need A, H, H, S, S, and Burger King. Now we'll just put a UT in there. New Realm 20 boss is crazy awesome. There's a new boss? I didn't know there was a new boss. What's it called? Oh, that's what we want. A letter M. Whoops, I just completely threw away all my S's. That's right. Say a D's and K's, D's and K's. God damn it. The last thing in there. I gotta make more stuff. Without using my B's, my K's, or an E. Everything else is fine. Sanguine Hierophants. Nice. No, we can't use K. We just established we don't use the K's. Good God. D-E. I just need D's and E's. D's and E's. D's, E's, D's, E's, D's, E's, re-roll. E, a lot of K's. It's actually a lot of K's. One of the E's I need. D's are kind of hard to come by right now. D's nuts. I mean, we could go here and then hope for double D's afterwards. Or we go here and hope for a DE afterwards. These are the voyages of your mom. Need a nice spot to glide through. I think right here would be pretty sweet. Ooh, even better though. Start here, glide through, get the spell point, hopefully activate Relocator, and end on Stone Shark. Here I go! Did we hit Relocator? We did hit Relocator! Amazing. Oh my god, it's amazing! I really could take apart my other guys. Like, they're not really contributing right now. Just slid by and took his head off. Alright, an E and a D. There's an E and a D. Doombrand would go hard. I feel like we don't think, we just go. We get our D and our E. The best part is, if I deal damage to an adjacent enemy, I heal myself. A late level lizard level with no blood mage chrono combo. But they were good friends. How can you separate them? They were best friends. Of course, all my Ks are attached to that. Never mind. Whee! What do you mean, no wee? Sons of bitches. They're frozen, so I can't move them. Whee! Out of my way. I'm ice skating over here. Coming for you. I've turned it in. It's one of the sliding ice puzzles. It's like how best. Oh, look at this new friend. Prismancer. Oh. Oh, I'll get you. Yes, perfectly positioned. Sliding by, don't mind me. Alright. We only have the 2 E's, so that's pretty easy. I have 3 of my D's here, so we'll do this D. Try to conserve one of our S's there. And then unfortunately, my K's are all attached to Burger. What's going on, Connor? New boots? So many boots. Hold on, let me arrange my equipment to be boots based. So bishop boots. If we move diagonally, we keep moving until we hit an obstacle. If we go orthogonally, we keep going until we hit an obstacle. Wing shoes lets us do that over gaps. Drill shoes lets us go through the environment. Silken sandals. Word of beauty victory. Well done, John. Lets us gain shields while we move. Dragon Claw Sabatons lets us swipe people as we slide by them. Exploding boots explode as we slide by them. Drain boots drains health from them as we slide by them. Gnome shoes summon some gnomes as we slide by them. Earthquake boots are exploding as we slide by them. Yeah, we're doing Artificer, so it's all about equipment. Is that all my shoes? Alright, so that's all of our shoes, and then we have our 2 cages. Then it's Fey Plate, Boreal Armor, and Robe of Storms as our little armor factory. Keep us flush. And then we want Philosopher's Stone and Magic Wand next to each other. And then our Artificer's Hammer, Artificer's Mirror, and Artificer's Chalice. Crisis Charm, followed by Sorcery, Battle. Crown of Ragnarok we'll put after these 2. Flagellant's Cup could go with the Ragnarok. And then we end with our Star Blesser and Doombrand, and we will just keep on making new wands now. I don't cast spells except for the ones where I roll past them. Just rolling by them, causing things to cast on their own. Kind of want quick step boots. Oh, I want backtrackers, backtrackers. Yeah, these are way more fun. Obviously, very dangerous if you don't have a good foundation. Like, if you slide into a boss, you might have a bad time. Alright, we want L's, E's, and S's. L's, E's, and S's. Because right now, Doombrand is going to do Seal Fate based on our Dragon Claw damage, which is pretty significant. And then when Seal Fate goes off, that enchantment damage will cast some Lightning Bolts, which I guess we could learn Lightning Bolt. I want Energy and maybe Repeater, but that's expensive. I don't think we're going to be able to do both. At the very least, we want Energy. All that aside, if I can craft a couple of cheap things, I should be able to make... Can't use our K's, can't use S's. But I's and M's are on the table. The Book of Malevolence. We were talking about taking it earlier, but... That's before we decided to become an ice skater that just murders people with their claws as they roll by them. I think we'll just make random cheap stuff, even if it's not necessarily going to do anything. Or make a razor eye, just in case we do manage to put metal on here. God, I would love to put metal on here. Come on, thing that makes a portal. Yes! Shrine of Perfection. Please hit the Dragon Claw. Please hit the Dragon Claw. I beg you, please. Please. Please hit the Dragon Claw. Ah, Idol Piety. So much less horrible now. Ah, it hit Poison Sting. Whatever. Coming through. It's gonna hurt, but it'll be fine, maybe. Oh my god. lot of destruction in my wake. Oh my god. What a turn one. Dare I ask, what the fuck is happening? So much equipment. Well, I'm doing Artificer, so I got some extra equipment. But yeah, the new equipment is very good. I really like the new equipment. Coming through! Beep beep! Oh my god. It's so gross. I love it so much. Alright, this is gonna be an amazing up. We're gonna take out the statue and just roll right through these people. Choo-choo! Oh, I can get you. Oh, I was off by one. Still kind of got him. Let's head up. What item causes that? All right, for those of you that are joining me a little late, let me walk you through what we have built here today. All right, so this shoe makes it so if I take a step diagonally, I will keep on moving diagonally until I hit an obstacle. This means if I go orthogonally, I will keep moving until I hit an obstacle. This means that pits are not an obstacle, and these mean walls are not an obstacle. I can now go over pits and through walls. So all these 4 boots come together to mean there are no obstacles other than enemies. And even then, we'll get to that. Every tile I move over, I gain a shield. If I end up passing someone or bumping into them, I will immediately do my Dragon Claw. Every 8 tiles I pass over, a Flame Burst goes off. Every 6 tiles I go over, a Drain Pulse goes off. Every 6 tiles I go over, an Earthquake goes off. And every 4 tiles I go over, a Gnome is born. And then, every time my Dragon Claws are going off, we are causing our Magic Wand to go off, once for the sorcery aspect of it, and once for the dragon aspect of it. And then... No, quick step boots. I mean, did they look like they were necessary? I'm planning on getting them. But, yes, the gnomes are dying pretty reliably to all of the other nonsense I'm doing. But my Dragon Claws are chaos coded, so for every 100 damage we do with the claws, we are sealing fate. The plan is to get Spark Loom if we're lucky. There's a lot of other equipment going on, obviously, but... also, because my Magic Wand is doing arcane damage, our Star Blesser is going off, causing Heavenly Blast to happen. This is amazing, and I love it. This is... Like, I thought I really liked my, no spells at all run of Artiser. This is so much better. This is so funny. What I do want are Storm Boots. I need an L for Storm Boots. Like, I don't really want to summon any more people. I just want to slide by and make things happen. Like, I want backtrackers as well. Got a planned source of trample? I don't think there's any way for me to get trample. Generous that it still lets you collect items. Oh yeah. Like, there's always a post-level moment where you're allowed to move around and collect stuff. I'm so sad it hit Poison Sting for perfection, though. I was really gunning for Dragon Claw, man. Okay, can we build anything without using... This would be pretty hilarious with Stampede form. Oh my god, can you imagine? That would be trample. Well, we are doing Holy, so we could automate with Twilight Lantern here. I didn't test it with Stampede form. Hope nothing breaks. I feel like it would be fine, right? The only problem would be, for me, Dragon Claw would break it unless we have the metal part of it. I really want to see it with leg heads. Leg heads are going to be very funny. I think a Twilight Lantern's an alright build here. Think I have enough UTs? Damn, my only D is attached to an S. You know what? What are my R's attached to? Am I done with my R's? Ah, I technically can use my R's like this. Ba, ba, ba. Alright, that should be basically the whole of the hammer. There we go. Plenty of choices for us. We got Yorgamander. Oh, we can see how Kipu Saga has been changed now. If the craft equipment has the damage attribute, at the end of each level it gains +1 damage. Isn't that what it was before? Oh, it gained a second W? Can't remember what its tags were before. Alright, extra W. Gotcha, gotcha. Insanity Queen with 2 of the E's I'm looking for. Choir of Angels has been fixed, Zabatsu. Yeah, the extra W does make it a lot better for late game. Bafflement. Amaru. Ophan. Ophan was changed in some way, right? Summon 2 fallen angels. It's exciting when hunting for forbidden spells. Immune to dark, immune to holy. Well, I'm gonna re-roll. Like, I would love to see the new boss, and we gave ourselves a lot of portals to work with for the new boss. The only thing that would make me not do that is if I see a floor that has, basically, if I could find 2 E's, 2 L's, and an S on one floor. Which I doubt that's going to happen. Wait, hold on. LLES. It's 1 E away. That's so close. I almost was like, well, never mind. Reroll. There's Gaia. Duplication Shrine. My. With an L and 2 S's. Yaldabaoth. E, 2 S's. Pope. And drumroll, please. The Body Electric. So unlucky. Didn't get to see the new boss today. Anyway, Duplication Shrine, obviously. But what do we duplicate? What do we duplicate? Silicon sandals, double up on the amount of shields we get as we glide past people. I could probably get behind that. I also think we could probably get away with, get a drive-by here. Choo-choo! Choo-choo! You don't mind if I glide atop your head and just give you a quick haircut, right? It's not a problem, is it? Just a quick haircut. Just a quick haircut. Just a little off the top, a little off the top. You know, I missed a spot. There you go, buddy. Don't you feel better with this haircut? Hold on. Just a little bit more. Fake curse is less extreme now? Ah, 3. That is a lot less brutal. For me, the thing that always got me murdered by those guys was more that they can remove your buffs. Like, that always caught me off guard. But I do appreciate the change. And I'm not asking for that to change. I think their remove buffs is brutal, but also it's fair. I just need to remember it's a thing. Oh, don't want to duplicate just yet. I would like to reach the bottom. Slide across here. Puts a serious timer on levels. The reason why I'm okay with having it dialed down is, while I do often play for turn economy in games like this, i.e., like, you want to finish the floor as quickly as possible, I also rather enjoy builds that are more like control-centric, where speed isn't necessarily the goal, it's just locking things down. Like, sleep is not the best build for quick damage, but it's a great build for, like, controlling the board and taking things out in a more methodical fashion. So long, like, permanent for the floor curses are really bad for those kinds of builds. So I don't mind curses that are toned down a little bit in terms of damage. Like, having 5 stacks is still dangerous because it's gonna burn through all your shields. Yeah, like, fairies will really punish indiscriminate damage. And they're already, like, annoying. Like, they're healing people. They're doing a lot of stuff. Yes! I love just sliding by one tile away and taking their head off like that. Storm Burst counts as lightning damage. This is the Wizard Drive-By build right now. It's gonna be interesting driving by Mordred. Alright, so we're doing Heavenly Blast is holy damage, Seal Fate is dark and enchantment damage. This is also sorcery damage. Dragon Claw is chaos and sorcery and dragon damage. Earthquake is nature and enchant? I can't remember if Earthquake is sorcery nature, just sorcery nature. Drain Pulse is sorcery dark. Flame Burst is fire sorcery. Your ice lightning sorcery. So I could get the Dynamo online instead of the Spark Loom. I need an L and 2 E's. Because Spark Loom would be good. Honestly, I might just go for the Dynamo. That's why we have our shields. An enemy that removes shields from the player would be just so scary. There's an L and one E. Doo doo doo. We're doing enough sorcery damage that maybe we just want to go ahead and like... double ends would actually be pretty neat. Like, we have a fully upgraded Poison Sting. Question is, can we get, like, ice damage online? Like, we don't really... We have Storm Burst. We have some ice. If I do Storm Boots, that gets us more ice. And then I just need the two ends. Boo boo ba ba ba. What about just straight up sorcery damage? Like, Lord knows we're putting out quite a bit. Source Winter, I need 2 E's to get a Death Chill going. Ba ba da ba ba. I do want Storm Boosts, they're just too on brand for us. I will say that builds that can just arbitrarily stack shields feel a little too strong right now. Maybe a few more enemies that can hit multiple times a turn, or maybe steal stacks your shields would be neat. Like, shields are very important for staying alive. So I can't really argue with, like, that would be a good enemy. Probably for the late game. Like, it's nice. Enemies that threaten those kind of builds encourage players to be careful about floor selection, which I do think is kind of a core part of the Rift Wizard identity in my brain. That's true. Like, poison, bleed, hemorrhage, Fey Curse, like, these are already good ways to counter shields. So they do exist. A Siphoned Shields enemy would be funny, though. I would love to get Winter Sting online now. Ends and eyes. Ranged hemorrhage enemies. I don't think so. The Toucher does 7 1-damage hits. Oh yeah, Angraboda. That's right. I didn't dupe anything yet. I'm still thinking about what I want to dupe. I guess I could dupe the Rift Key staff, but I think it's more fun to go for something a bit more impactful. Oh, Chaos Rose would be hilarious to have 2 copies of. Ah, crap, the backtrackers, though. What do I need for KKY? Would 2 Sabatons mean I attack twice every time we pass someone by? I would think so? In which case, Sabatons would be great to duplicate. Might be taking a little too much time to decide what to do when you can literally run circles around Mordred to kill him. That would be true if my goal was to win, but my goal is more to luxuriate. Yeah, it's the win more. Like, I'm... generally speaking, I don't care if I win. Generally speaking, my goal is to... like, what's a funny thing to do, or like, what's a interesting combination of things? Like, I want to wallow in this. Like, what can we do to just elevate it a little bit more before the end? That said, come like 3 in the morning, my goal is to win. Like, I just wanted the fight to be over at 3 in the morning. But for an update like this, I'm definitely here just to goof off and explore the new stuff. So Chaos Robes are good. I do want them. Annihilator Staff would be fun too. Yeah, I think we do Annihilator Staff. Any shoes that would be useful? I want the backtrackers still. So AATT for the backtrackers, KKSS for the Annihilator Staff, and Chaos Robes are KKY. Would Annihilator Staff be better, or Robes? Alright, backtrackers first. Ooh, Geometer Staff. Damn, that's a good idea too. I guess I don't need backtrackers, even though they are new. This is just fun. No, you know what? I want the new stuff. I want the backtrackers. If we can get an extra A, I'll make a Geometer Staff as well. So there's my backtrackers. Damn, Annihilator Staff was an S, wasn't it? Alright, let's duplicate our Sabatons so we swipe twice when we slide by people. Well, I assume it'll swipe twice, right? Like, I'm not gonna duplicate something for nothing. S and K's. Perfect. The right time for science, right? Grab our Sabatons. And our storm boots can go right next to our exploding boots and our earthquake boots. And the backtrackers can join our first 3 boots. It's beautiful. So beautiful. A's and S's. Well, that'll let me do it. What a perfect starting spot. Vroom. No, keep driving. Annihilator staff. Best of all the worlds. I wish we had Mithril. We didn't find any. Hut. Come on, relocator. Come on. Damn it. I want the other spell point. Alright, together we can figure this out, Mordred. Diagonal puts me back in the corner. We'll go this way. Mordred, no! How did he die so fast? I wasn't removing any resistances from him. Right? Man, Annihilator Staff did 14,000 damage. Good God. I only just built that. I changed how the per turn damage instance cap works so it doesn't stop legit combos. Oh. I was gonna say, like, that's too fast. Like, I know we have a strong build, but not that strong. Like, I explicitly was like, I'm not gonna make any Oculuses. It's probably good. It's like, if you have a nice combo going on, it'll feel a lot better that way. Oh, well, that was a very fun shoe builds. The drive-by wizard life, where we just drive by and just slice people apart. My only disappointment here is when I started, I was thinking I'm gonna do cages, and I wasted so many turns. Like, I took magic missile. Like, how long before we actually had the dragon claw going? So magic missile. Look at that. Like, it wasn't until halfway through that I was like, wait a minute. We could be doing shoe stuff. Squandered the first 10 realms with just other fun stuff. So now you're into feet. Don't make it sound like you've been trying to get me into the feet life. I love the new equipment. I really like the new equipment. That's very fun stuff. Very fun stuff. Divert to fancy footwear. All right, I gotta refill my water bottle and pee. Out to touch grass. Catch you later, opportunity. Thank you for watching that episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. An even bigger thank you to these people above me, the members here at YouTube and the Patreon patrons. As my life is actively falling apart around me, your support really means the world to me right now. Thank you so much. If you watching would like to support me, we got links down below for the direct means, but the easiest thing to do is just like, comment, and subscribe to feed the algorithm. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.